Boom. We're live telling your followers that we started a live video. What's up, everybody? Let's wait for some people to pour in the chat. I'm taking my little afternoon walk after spending the morning sourcing for some products. Puma has some great deals. I let the people in the Discord know it's about 40% off, and then we combined that with some top cash back, 8%. Total combined of 48% off on some products that were already discount. So we're winning there. Also made some beats. I've been racking up the beats too. And that's what I've been up to, guys. We got a couple people here in the chat. I see Wonder Woman, Neo Trox, BK Ray, Jungle Art, and a couple other potential Amazon maniacs in the chat. What's up, everybody? I just posted in the Discord. We're up at 17K this month. Sales on Amazon. Aiming for 25K next. While it's not where I want to be, I would like to be about 50K by this time. But, did I make 17K? No. I said 17K this month in sales on Amazon, the month of May. I just posted that on the Discord. And like I said, it's not where I want to be. And it's not a flex or anything. I'm just letting you guys know what the progress has been. We've been consistently selling over 10K every month on Amazon. And last month was a slow month. I did about maybe 11K. Usually it's, closer to 15. And this month was a little better at 17K. I'd like to hit 25K next month. And of course, the next step will be about 50K. That's really where I wanted to be by the summer. So summer's just getting started. I'm going to have to ramp up the buying. Drop any questions if you guys have them. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know it's a little windy out here, so I'm taking a little walk. But hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. I want to help you guys. And I'll direct you to the Discord, the A+ Amazon seller group. On Discord, it's free to join for now. I've been saying that for months now, and I've kept it free because I really want to help the people. I want to see you guys win and have a support group system where you can ask questions, learn how to get started, get the apps and the analytical tools that are required to get the right data to sell and whatnot. How could you get started? Check out the link in my bio and the link tree and the Discord. We have all the instructions, and we got 500 plus members. People are talking there all the time. It's a great support group and a great resource for you guys to chat and start asking questions. And everything's already laid out there, so you could check out the Getting Starting tab. And I have the links to all the tools that we have, the Seller Amp, the Keepa, the cashback tools. Are you doing wholesale, RA, or ORA? I'm doing mostly OA and RA. I don't really do wholesale. I'm fishing for some accounts, but I don't have anything that's worth speaking about as far as wholesale right now. So it's mostly OA, really. I would say about 75% OA and 20, like 70-30, really. I go to the stores a couple times a week. I always find great deals at the stores. And that's retail arbitrage for the guys that are not tapped in. So it's a retail and online arbitrage is what I focus on. But I find a lot of great deals at the store. The thing is that the quantity and the volume is not high. So let's say if you find a product, you might find like 5 of them, 6 units. Lucky if you got 10. I found some good socks the other day at Ross. It was 10, but socks, they don't sell for that much. So, it's not crazy profits. You're looking at a target ROI about 30%. And that can vary depending on the price fluctuations, your inbound shipping costs, and any other costs that you may incur. But that's really what our target ROI is. What's up, guys? Waiver sale, ISNG, Chin. What is the product? Any product really that we can find at a discount and sell at a higher price. So I focus a lot on apparel, but I sell everything from apparel to art supplies, toys, beauty supplies, groceries, anything really that I can find at a discount, whether it be online or at the store, and sell it for the price that it's selling for on Amazon. The tools we use are Seller Amp and Keepa. They're linked in my Discord. And how do you find profitable products? there's a lot of different methods. One of the first methods that I really was successful with was reverse sourcing and checking out other people's storefronts and looking for the same products that they're offering. So they've done most of the work. Most people on Amazon are already resellers. There's a lot of resellers on Amazon, so you could go through their storefronts and see what else they're selling and try to find those products, especially for the big name products like, your Nike, Adidas, Puma, stuff like that. The majority of those sellers are not wholesale accounts. You're not going to really pull up and get a Nike wholesale or an Adidas wholesale account. So they're resellers. So they're getting products at a discount, whether it be from their local clearance outlet or Ross, Marshalls, or Dick's, or anywhere really. I don't buy. People have asked me like, oh, you buy Alibaba or Temu or anything like that. I don't do that. I don't buy generic products. I buy branded products that have a verifiable sales history, that they sell consistently, and I can verify that using the tools and the analytical tools like SellerAmp and Keepa. And I won't be buying anything that is not ranked top 1% in the category. I try to stay away from anything that's not 1% in the category. So that's usually ranked like 150,000 or less, depending on the category. And again, all these things, they're methods that you learn how to use the tools. And it's not really that difficult. You got to, just get used to it. There's plenty of YouTube videos, and you can ask questions in the Discord. I have a little getting started guide there in the Discord that can guide you through the process just to get you started. And then I recommend just checking out videos on YouTube. You can learn for free. I also offer one-on-one coaching. If you guys want to do a call with me or whatever, you can book me. I have a calendar where you could just book me, and I'll be able to talk to you one-on-one if you want someone to hold your hand. Or like I said, you could just, look through YouTube and you can find definitely a lot of information. Also, I have a course linked. That's not my course, but it's the FBA Roadmap by Miles and Fields of Profit. And that's probably the best course for Amazon reselling. They're leaders in the space. And if you wanted something that's structured and a whole course with like 20 plus hours of content, that course is linked in my Discord. Like I said, it's not my course, but it's the one I recommend. Keep It 100 says mobile. Yeah, absolutely. That's part of the brand. My brand's the Goat Farm. I want you guys to be winners. You guys are goats. And I'm here to support you guys and guide you through the process via the Discord and the content that I share. But yeah, 17K month. This month, 17,000 in sales. The majority of it being from online purchases, and about 70%, and then another 30% it'd be retail arbitrage, which means going to the stores, whether it be the Nike outlet, whether it be Ross, Marshalls, anything that you can get really on clearance or at a discount, and you could just scan items at the store. That's a good way to get started. Just get one of the apps, the SellerAmp app. It's about $20 a month. You can just start scanning items. There's a calculator right there on the app that'll let you know the max cost that you're looking to purchase your product at, so that you can sell it at a profit. And the target profit ROI, the target ROI is 30%. Give or take. I'd definitely settle for 25 if that's what it is. Obviously, the more the merrier. What's the profit? Well, I just told you the target ROI is 30%, and that can vary. You do got to deal with some refunds. When you're doing fulfillment by Amazon, Amazon handles all the refunds for you. They get charged back to your account, but if the products are resellable, they just restock them for you, and they sell it to the next person. So I like FBA because it's a lot more convenient. I send my products in bulk to them, and they handle all the individual orders. Now, fulfillment by merchant, where you fulfill each individual orders, can get your money back faster, because if you acquire a product, let's say you go to Ross today or Marshalls today and you find, shampoo or grocery items that are profitable, you could list them right there. They could sell potentially that same day, and you could send the order out today or tomorrow, which means you can loop around the money a lot faster, compared to fulfillment by Amazon, where you got to prepare the item, send it out to the Amazon warehouse, and they got to process it before it's made available to the buyers. So that could take a week. It could take 3 weeks, depending on what warehouse you're sending to and what the traffic is. So, there's pros and cons for both of them. And, a lot of the newer sellers, they're doing fulfillment by merchant, which I think is good because you could test products out. And if they don't sell, I guess you could return them. And, you can get your money back faster, potentially. Now, you end up paying a little bit more in shipping costs because you're sending out each unit individually. So let's say you're selling a shirt, then you're going to have to, pay $5 for the shirt. As opposed to, let's say you send in 50 shirts to Amazon, you may pay $20. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of balances out because FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, has its own fees, and Fulfillment by Merchant has less fees, but then you're paying more on the shipping. So it kind of balances out. There's pros and cons, but I look at it like this. I do FBA because I spend more of my time sourcing items, and I don't have to fill each individual order. I just get it all together, 2-3 large boxes, and I'll send them out to the Amazon warehouse once, twice, 3 times a week, depending on how much merchandise I've acquired, and then they handle the order. So basically they're like my employees. Instead of having a warehouse and having people working for me filling up orders, I have Amazon do it, and they charge me a fee for it. So ends up working out. It's a good model that they have. And, it kind of sucks that they charge a significant amount, but you got to look at it like how I do. I mean, they're kind of like, it's the cost that you have to acquire to play the game and to be able to sell in the world's largest marketplace. They really have no competition, guys. There's no competition. I also sell on eBay. I made a couple of eBay sales this week, but the amount of volume that you could sell on Amazon pales in comparison to the volume that you sell on eBay. So you sell a lot more on Amazon than on eBay. Yeah, hit me with the questions. I'm here to help. And again, I'm going to direct you guys to the Discord that I have. It's the A+ Amazon Seller Discord. It's free to join now. And it's linked in my bio, the link tree. You can just go ahead and click in there and just join the Discord chat. There is instructions in there how to get started, how to get ungated for the bigger name brands. There's an ungating guide. There's also a spreadsheet in there with over 100 or 200 products that are auto ungate, so that you can get started quickly and you don't have to go through the lengthy approval process. And what's most valuable, in my opinion, is the people that are actively online answering questions and sharing their experience as well. Did you start with a high number of products? No, I've been doing it for a while. I first started selling books, really, that I just acquired for free. And that's a great thing to sell for free. Like, I'm sure you have books, used books that you don't need or that you can get cheap at the Goodwill. It's a good way to make some sales. And then I started seeing online, people on YouTube that are selling name brand products. And I said, man, let me see if I can do this. I got approved, and I took it from there. So it was little by little. I've been selling for over a year. It's really since, I say December or January, that I really started focusing my full time on this. So I wouldn't say it was a high number of products. I just like a lot of free products that I got. Like the books, really. You can sell books used. A lot of people don't know, but Amazon started as a bookstore. So there's like, you can still sell books, DVDs, CDs. So that's a great way to get started with little to no capital. So check out in your house. Guys, excuse the wind. I know it's a little windy out here, so I'm trying to cover the phone and speak clearly. But yeah, I'm sure you guys can find. Did you take a picture of the used books, or did you just list them? You don't have to take a picture of the used books. You just list them. You just describe the condition, like new, used. Like, there's like 3 or 4 categories that you just describe the condition. So you don't have to take any pictures of your items. This is kind of why it's better than eBay. Like with eBay, you gotta take pictures of your items and stuff and create your listing. as opposed to Amazon, you're really just adding to a listing. Like the listing's already there. You're just adding your product and saying, hey, I got some available too if you want to buy from me. So no, you don't have to take any pictures for the used books. I mean, I highly recommend the books, especially if you can get it for free. You know, when I was living in Brooklyn, I would just walk down the street and people would leave books in their stoop. So I'll just pick up boxes of books and just list them all because I was getting free, you know? Yeah, because the books I took pictures are still in stock, but the ones I didn't take pictures of sell. I don't get it. I never took any pictures. I never took any pictures for the used ones. So you don't have to. You don't have to take any pictures. You just scan the book, add to listing, and describe the condition. Whether it's like new or used, or very good, or like, I forgot the categories, but it's like three categories of used condition that you can sell it. What's up, Miles? Yeah, Miles definitely been helpful, and I let you guys know that he has the FBA roadmap that's linked in my Discord. So if you guys want a structured course, it's definitely the one to take. But yeah, we're at 17K this month. It's not where I want to be at yet. You know, I would, like I said, I would rather be at 50K right now. But you know, you got to buy more if you want to sell more. It's all for sale says I'm just gonna list. Yeah, just list it. Just list it. Especially if you're getting them for free, man. You know, if you're getting the books for free or CDs, DVDs, or whatever, which you probably can, or you can get them for like $1 if you go to these garage sales or whatever, or the Goodwill. Again, that's how I got started, and you know, it proved to me that you could sell on Amazon. And you know, I started watching videos from Miles, seeing that he was selling name branded products, and I got ungated for the bigger brands, and you know, I just started moving it like that. The little section here is a little less windy. How long you're doing this? I've been doing it for a while now, but I'd say like I really dedicated most of my time this year. I've really like been spending most of my time since like about January. Before I would do it like just part-time on the side. If you guys don't know like about me, I'm a record producer and I run a label, 95 Labs, and that's what I've been doing for 10 plus years, producing for a bunch of different artists. You guys can check me out on Spotify, Tev95. I produce for a bunch of different artists, mostly like boom bap, hip hop. That's what I've been doing for like 10 plus years. But I've always found ways, you know, to get a side hustle, and that's how I stumbled onto the Amazon game. Starting off, what's the easiest products to get approved for? I'm trying to base my store on electronics and gadgets. I don't really do electronics and gadgets because they have like a higher return rate and they can get broken or whatever. I think that the easiest stuff to start with is, like I just said, is books and CDs and like used products like that. Like that's like the easiest just to get some sales in. And then the next easiest, what I would say, is like groceries, stuff that you can get at like the Dollar Tree or stuff. Or even at like Ross or Marshalls. There is a list on my Discord, Auto One Gate list, that you can get approved for a bunch of brand name products, like really like automatically. So you can go through that list. It's not updated, so there's a few products that don't work, but there's a bunch that do. And you could just get Auto One Gated for and start selling stuff like that. But electronics and gadgets, I don't know that many people that are that successful with that. You know, my niche is apparel, so I'll sell like clothes and shoes, but I do sell groceries, beauty products, art supplies, and really anything that I can get my hands on a discount. So, but you know, electronics, not really. I don't see that many discounts, but you know, you might as well try it if you have a deal, if you have a wholesale deal. Or if you're getting them on retail at a discount, you might as well try it. At this point, it's like whatever. If the numbers look good, and you can get approved for it, just go for it. I wouldn't think twice about it. It's not like What you're trying to do is flip for a profit. So it doesn't really matter what you're selling. If you're approved for it, and if it sells for more than what you can acquire it for, might as well. That's what I've sold makeup. Like I've sold makeup brands that I've never even heard of. But the numbers look good. I got approved, and it sells. And you can see what moves based on the analytical tools, the SellerAmp and the Keepa. Miles has a bunch of videos there on YouTube, and you can learn via the course, or you can learn with free videos. You can ask questions in the Discord. There's a bunch of resource tools. Obviously, if you do a course and you pay to learn, you're going to learn a lot faster and have it structured, and you're going to get to your goal a lot faster, and you're going to hold yourself accountable. But if you're on a budget and you have little to work with, you can still learn for free. What about products that sell 10 times or less per month? Like in total? Yeah, it's more about what the ranking is. What the ranking is for that listing in the category. I try to stay, and the ranking is represented on SellerAmp by the BSR tab. So that's like basic seller rank. I try to stay under 150K or at 1%. Some categories, 150K is not 1%. It's more like 2%. Like video games, there's like a little less. But you just want to make sure that you're in the top 1% of that category. If it sells 10 times per month, but it's still high in that category, look at how many other sellers are in stock. That's another thing that SellerAmp shows you. So it'll show you all the other sellers and the offers that they have and how many they're selling. So, if it sells 10 times a month and there's like 2 sellers that are at a competitive price and they have 50 units, then, it may take a while for you to sell yours. But I would take a stab at it. If it sells 10 times a month and it's in the top 1%, and I can get it at a competitive price so that I can list at a competitive price, I may get, probably, I would get less than 10 units. I would probably get like 3 to 5 units and just have that. But I'm looking for something that I can buy more of, really, and that sells a significant amount of times per month. Now, guys, when you see how many units is sold per month, that's amongst all sellers. That's not how many units you're going to sell. That's how many units the listing sells. So you'll see a listing that says sells 200 times a month. That's why some of these people on IG, they kind of gas it up. They're like, oh, I found I found the product that sells 200 times a month. And it's like, that's not 200 sales that you're going to make. That's 200 sales shared amongst all the sellers. So there may be 10, 20 sellers on the listing. So you're going to get a share of that 200 or whatever number it sells per month. So it's like I said, it's a share. So if it sells 200 a month, look at the buy box statistics and see how they're distributed. You may see seller A has 20% of the buy box, seller B has 10% of the buy box, and you can see what the competitive prices are. And you say, well, if I can sell it at this price, that's around the same price that they're selling it at, maybe you can get a share of the buy box too. You can get 10%, 20% of that buy box. So it's a possibility. Now, if Amazon's on the listing, because sometimes you run into listings, like a lot of Adidas listings and New Balance products, Amazon sells them as well. So you need to check the buy box statistics, because it's difficult to compete against Amazon. The system's biased and it's going to always be in their favor. So I always check if Amazon's on the listing. I always check the buy box statistics on Keepa and see what percentage of the buy box does Amazon dominate. And if it's more than 75%, I probably will stay away. Now, if they dominate half of the buy box, but then the other half is shared amongst other sellers, then that shows me that I can get a little piece of that buy box. I can get, maybe 5%, 10% of those monthly sales. So you may see a listing, it has 800 sales a month. Amazon dominates 50%. And so that means the other 400 sales are shared amongst another 10 sellers, let's say. If you can get a piece of that, then why not? If you can get a piece of that, then why not? Now, if Amazon is dominating 75, 80, 90% of the buy box, then I'd probably stay away and look for another listing that allows you to compete. Because here's the thing, guys, you're not going to compete against the big dog. You could cry about it, you can whine about it, but that's not going to really help. So you're better off focusing your attention on something where you can win instead of trying to compete against Amazon. Going with the grain instead of against it. Hit me up with the questions, guys. I'm almost done with my afternoon walk. After spending the morning sourcing, Puma had some great deals. They probably still have a deal going on. I know the 40% off ended at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So maybe they lowered it to, maybe 30% or 20%. But I got some banger deals there on Puma today. I racked up, spent about almost $1,000 on Puma this morning. And the rest I spent making beats. I've been making some banger beats. And working on another project with Shadi. Shadi the GOAT right now in Miami, in my opinion. And he's been putting a lot of work. And I always like making projects with him. And we co-own the GOAT Farm together, and that's the brand. You a GOAT, not just me, you too. And I want to see you guys win. So a total of $17K this month on Amazon. That's not in profit, that's in sales. And we're aiming for $25K next month. And hopefully we can scale to $50K sooner than later. When I started really sharing content online in February, March, I wanted to do 50K by the summer, and we're not at the summer yet. So Shadi had a nice freestyle. Yeah, I mean the Shadi I talked about is from Miami. He's a boom bap artist. Shadi spelled with T-I-E at the ending. And I'll put him against any MC, really. Empress says thank you. Stephanie says thank you. Or Steven, excuse me. It's so bright here I can barely see the screen. I'm here in Miami. It's definitely warming up. Beautiful weather. I got a couple more blocks before I end my walk, so hit me up with the questions, guys. And make sure you guys are working out. Hopefully you guys hit the gym today or did some sort of exercise. I definitely did. I hit up legs, worked up to 315 on the squat, and hit up only legs really today, legs and abs. But it felt nice. DJ Solar Tech, I see you. Now, as far as the products that we've been selling, it's mostly apparel, but you can get started with UCDs, DVDs, and books. That's probably the easiest thing. And then, maybe getting groceries. I came across some like protein powders in Marshalls that were bangers. And they had them for about a month, and I was going back and getting more. But lately, it seems like they sold out. But, look at stuff like that, and that protein pack was auto one gate. So I scanned it right there, and I got approved. It was automatically approved. I didn't have to send an invoice or anything like that. So, those are easier things to sell. Or sometimes you can go into the beauty section to look at I came across some creams, like some, I don't know what, like some sort of moisturizing cream or whatever. I scanned it. The numbers were good. I applied right there in the store to get approved, and it was automatic approval. I didn't have to send any documents or anything, because they're like not big brands. They're not like Nike and Adidas. So go out there to the store and start scanning using the SellerAmp app. I have the link for the SellerAmp app in my Discord, which you guys should be joining right now because it's free, and it's probably the best resource right now in the reseller community. One of the best, at least, for all that we offer in there. But it's linked in that Discord, the tools, which is SellerAmp and Keep, is what you need. about Costco. Yeah, Costco, you can find stuff in Costco. I'm normally not that lucky at Costco for whatever reason, but I've seen other people get lucky at Costco. Now, at the same time, I'll be honest, I haven't spent a lot of time at Costco. So, but yeah, you could probably find stuff in there. Definitely groceries or whatever. All right, guys. Just completed my walk. Make sure you comment winning, join the Discord, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.